Alright, sorry that we're late. I said yesterday there was something being delivered today that had an installation component to it, so I needed to be like ready to receive and coordinate and be live. So we're here. Game is too loud, really? Game is very loud. Strange that the same sound settings from yesterday, strange that the main menu would be louder than in the game. Okay. So as I was saying, sorry, I'm sorry that we're late. Like I said yesterday, there was something being delivered that needed to be installed when it got here, and I had a large window of that time, and yeah, all done. Didn't catch all last stream. How are you feeling by the end? I think that the game had a pretty slow start, but I'm enjoying it a decent amount right now. But the beginning was a big misstep. Yeah. Have you played Viewfinder? No. I have seen the trailer of this game, though. It looked interesting. I haven't played it. It's still too loud? That's so weird. It's the same settings as yesterday. Okay. Turn it down a little bit. How about now? Maybe you're further back to the microphone? Nope. Same position. Joms. 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 How about now? Is it okay now? It's kind of better. Okay, well, my audio dial hasn't moved on the interface, and I'm still at max on the microphone, and game capture is at now negative 32. It was negative 22 yesterday. I can turn down a little bit more. Maybe the microphone got bumped, and I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. Okay. Hey, Gatsby. Can we hear the dog breathing? That's the most important thing. Well, that kills you fast. Okay. There's a dog there. Yeah, you can't hear the dog? Gatsby. Does your audio setup take into account PC volume level, maybe? No, usually I can turn my audio up and down, and it doesn't matter to you all. So I can, it's now muted, and you should still be able to hear it. If you can't, then this game is kind of fucky, and does take it into account. Now I turn the sound back up again. Should we get a Gatsby cam? Whoa, that looked weird. Yeah, the volume didn't change at all? Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. Okay, so I put my link out. I have my window set up. Once again, so I'll say it for a third time because like apparently the volume is really loud. Sorry that we're late. I had something being delivered that needed to be installed after I got here, so I needed to be available and not streaming. I didn't know how long it was going to take. It actually went pretty quickly. But you know, the guy didn't get here until now. It was a big window. I still don't know if I'm really capable of streaming. I got settled into yesterday, and it was all right. It was a pretty good distraction, but there were a couple moments where like I had to really center and settle myself. So hopefully it wasn't noticeable. So we'll see how today goes, and yeah, we'll continue playing this. Doesn't seem like it's a big hit with chat, to be honest, but like it's all right. We can just chill out and play a gameplay game and have some fun. We're corrupted. It's getting better and better. So purple is corruption. Rasputin would approve. Very blatant is very blatant, yeah. I don't mind the game, just enjoy listening to you. Yeah, I'm having trouble speaking and like voicing my thoughts. I'm trying, but it's very difficult. So hopefully I can be somewhat entertaining. I know a lot of people like to have me on as just like background, you know, fourth monitor vibes. I like that too. I usually like having someone speaking in the background. This is Jimmy. Do you know the band Jimmy Eat World? They're famous for the middle song. They have a song where one of the lyrics is like, "I'm not alone because the TV's on." and I've prescribed to that for many years. It's nice to have someone on in the background. It's like, you know, fourth monitor in this economy. Yeah, I know. I'm not alone 'cause the TV's on. Yeah. That song is called Bleed American, and I don't know why. Jimmy Eat World are American, aren't they? I don't know why they called their song Bleed American. I really like Jimmy Eat World. They're one of my favorite bands. That's a symptom of ADHD, by the way. What is, like, needing to have something on in the background? I don't need to have something on in the background to focus or concentrate. I like having something on in the background because it just kind of soothes me a little bit. I think that's why. I listen to Jimmy Eat World a lot lately. Love them. What's your favorite song? My favorite song by Jimmy Eat World is probably Get It Faster. I really like Get It Faster. Get It Faster. Big Casino is just a very like fun song to jam and bop to. Pain is good too. I like American Idiot. That's Green Day. That's Ben Margera. What the fuck are you talking about? I used to think My Last Theory of Jimmy Eat World was one of the intense song when I was younger. That's a good song too. It's already in me. Liking Jimmy Eat World is a sign of ADHD. Oh, okay. Did you ever play the Alan Wake 2 DLC? So how did you like it? We did not. I've not played the Alan Wake 2 DLC. If I ever do, I'll stream it. During the Fable DLC month, that's never gonna happen. Having your own Twitch channel is a sign of ADHD. Yeah, probably. Unironically, yeah. She Vitality Wars. Okay. No, not a pendant. What's a ward? Is a ward something that goes on the... I don't know what a ward is. It's a benediction. Reduces damage taken while at full health. Oh, that's not too bad. Jeff gives them out. Alright, equals CAC. Awards, something to give out at shows. Oh, speaking of shows and awards, oh god. Judsei is not happening this year, sorry. That is definitely cancelled. Sorry. Not happening. Rip, I know, I'm sorry. What's the purple shit? It's clouds of corruption that is kind of like poison. But there is poison in the game too, so yeah. There'll be another year. Yeah, we should just like lean into it and just do Judsei every other year as a fun treat. Okay, so did I get everything here or no? Okay, I had to look it up because I swear I knew Jimmy Eat World. I like The Middle by them, but it seems like that's their most popular song. Yes, that is definitely their breakout song was The Middle and Sweetness. Those were their biggest songs, I think. Bi-yearly award shows and I stepped towards you becoming bi. That's true, yeah. Not much happened to this year, to be fair. What do you mean? This was the year of metaphor. Are you interested in New Game Plus final draft of Alan Wake 2? Apparently wraps up most of the story for some reason. Does it? I've heard something similar to that, yeah. I guess so. I don't know. The thought of having to play all the way through Alan Wake 2 again for that doesn't fill me with joy, to be honest, but maybe? The year of Pathologic. Yeah, nothing happened this year, it's true. Isn't there a Pathologic DLC we have to do as well? Something about a marble? Oh, I also didn't say this yet. I'm not currently reading bits and subs. So if you do give any subs or donate anything or gift subs or anything like that, then thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. But for reasons that I do not want to discuss, I'm not reading any of those messages right now. So if you only like the sub in order to get your message read out, then are they bouncing on the elevator? What's going on? Then I suggest you wait until things are different. Streaming Haunted by Marbles is true, yeah. Very true. Breasting boobily on the elevator. Good line. Men writing women. She breasted boobily into the room. Hoping to find someone who could tame her. Hi, Toe. How's it going? Okay, so let's see if we can get through this area relatively quickly. If we went down here yesterday, we explored a little bit yesterday before the end. Yeah, we okay. So this is you push this down, you unlock a shortcut to get back here. That seems important, so let's go this way. What other DLC do we have to play? We can have Persona 3 DLC if we ever get to it. We probably won't at this point because I don't think even Persona fans want me to do that one. We can just wait for the next remake, which will be out in about 5 years. God of War Ragnarok DLC. Nod just suggested that to me a while ago. That might be fun. Although that might be good to do as a precursor to Laufey, right before it comes out. Bugsnax DLC? Do we want Bugsnax DLC? Crosscode DLC? If we're gonna do Crosscode DLC, we should play all of Crosscode. I don't know if I want to play all of Crosscode though. On stream, that is. Bugsnax DLC would probably be good. How long is the Bugsnax DLC? Is it significant? I feel like we didn't really properly play Bugsnax. Maybe that was for the best. Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition. Go hard. I don't really want to play more Stanley Parable, but maybe. If enough of you wanted to watch me then stream it, you know. I'm forever your servant, so. Why not? I don't know. I feel like I've kind of just like, you know, been there, done that. I don't think I need to do it again. I feel like I've had enough Stanley Parable. I think Stanley Parable Deluxe. I didn't play Stanley Parable when it first came out, so like I'm still. It's not fresh, but I feel like I played it more recently than maybe a lot of you played it. So, like, whenever I wanted to like replay Stanley Parable, then I could go for the deluxe one, right? Be like, okay, cool, this is here. I'm not a fan of trees, tree enemies. Prefer 2 enemies. Okay, did I go up this way last time? I can't remember. No, I didn't fight this guy. At least I don't think so. Oh, he's friendly. We definitely didn't fight him then. Who are you?
Still yourself, I see.
How's it sound?
Then I bestow this upon you. The feathered monstrosities grow empowered, enraged upon consuming it. They crave it endlessly. I shall send you to the
Sounds fine?
life.
Okay. I wonder if some of the sound settings changed when I ended the game yesterday then, because that was the first time I had launched it. I wonder if it like recalibrated some sound settings for today. Because it's much lower today than it was yesterday.
Should the power overwhelm you.
Is that Ishin? We're probably gonna fight this guy later for sure, yeah. It feels like that, doesn't it? If we get a quick poll in the chat, what would be the next game people would want to see in terms of gameplay games? Do you want Doom Dark Ages DLC? Or do you want like Kazan vs Berserker? Or what's another gameplay game that we could do? 007, yeah, or 007. Like I think 007 is probably gonna win for those ones, yeah. 007 would be a good pick. Do we think the 007 is going to get nominated for Game of the Year or no? It was pretty mid. Really? I heard good things. Satialist of the many beast fear fires, we rally the villages to hunt them. If we fail, we burn the whole forest down. Let's the flames purge this cursed land. Okay, so that's what happens. Alright, so there was a forest here. This is a recent thing. Valkyria Chronicles 1. I have that. I never played it. Weeaboo Bill really liked that game and he wanted me to play it, and I bought it, and then I never played it because I'm a bad friend. I don't think I'd like it. Here lies Liu Yusan's beloved wife. Okay. Is Chaos a gameplay game? Yeah, that's a gameplay game, I think. Mechanism cannot be used right now. Alright, where are we going? 007 got 69% of the votes, nice. And then, the Berserker game got more than Doom Dark Ages DLC? Wow, people don't want the Doom Dark Ages DLC, damn. Huh. This is why Microsoft cleared that whole team out, no one gives a shit. RIP. I don't think you like the Will Sound. If you think it would be a Hitman game, I do not think it's going to be a Hitman game. I'm expecting something because I've heard stuff about it. I'm expecting something that's like a marriage between Hitman and Uncharted. It's more like a action set piece sort of game. Maybe that's setting up for failure too. Oh shit. Wait, what? How did you... Wait, why is it sometimes going on fire and other times it's not? What do you think of Doom Dark Ages DLC? I would enjoy it, I think. I like Doom Dark Ages. I think I like Doom Dark Ages more than chat did. Okay, this place sucks. Also, the DLC is excellent. Is it really? Is it better than the base game? Whoa, what's that in the sky? Corrupted flying dagger. Squawk, squawk. Someone's gonna jump at me, for sure. The tree. Okay, there we go. Are you going to the tree? You know what? Let's use items as a tree. Where are the healing pills? You know the part where you get the thing and you do the thing with it? I do like doing the thing with the thing. That sounds good. Doing things with things is tight. Is there an Estus Flask? Yes. We'll use all the charges. Yeah, this is very, very, very Dark Souls-y. This is very Dark Souls 1 with a smattering of Stellar Blade and Final Fantasy X for the level up system. Next time I go to the shrine, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, can we jump down there and fight that guy? I would imagine that I probably can jump down there, but I don't. The game has conditioned me not to want to experiment with that now. So Wuchang was pretty damn good. Why is it not getting votes? It wasn't on the list. Yeah, I don't know if I want to play Wuchang right now. We'll probably do 007 next. Oh shit, where'd you come from, dude? Whoa! Who? Gatsby, why are you scratching so much, bud? Did you catch the fleece? Do we need to fleece you? What's going on? Soul slap once more? Yeah. New pull happened with Wuchang, Chaos, and 007. Chaos came really close, but almost won. Oh, okay. We'll do 007 next then, I think. I wouldn't mind doing Dark Ages, but we'll see. I also would like to finish Forgotten City, because that was fun. And it is more of a gameplay game, but we'll see. It was a really cool concept. I was really enamored by it by the end. It's a cool idea. Kind of souls and kind of something. That's again predicated on the stream going as well as yesterday's did. Yesterday's stream was not great, but you know, it's technically a stream, so we'll see. A lot of my life is compartmentalized, and I can usually stream no matter what's going on. But this is really testing that theory. But like, yeah, just kind of forget myself to it and kind of go on autopilot. So, all right, so let's go here. So this is the leveling system. In case you weren't here yesterday, you get souls and you trade them in for points, and then you use points to buy nodes on the tree. And as the tree goes, it will expand, and there'll be more that's added to it as you go through. Looks like we're at the end of it here, though. It doesn't look like there's more. Oh no, there's still more to the left. You can see the kind of like they're fading out over there. Let's move this down here. So I don't know what to do now. I don't know if I should be investing in more than one weapon or what. The game is very overwhelming to me at the moment, which is not the worst thing in the world. Do we want to get more here? No. I think we want to go here and get more stats. Didn't we unlock like the path down here to get more? Yeah, 5 agility. There we go. Okay. Kind of strange that there's. So if you've played Path of Exile, you know that what I'm mousing over right now is what's known as a travel node, which is just like a node that you just like have to burn a level up point in order to get somewhere else on the tree to get the node that you really want. So like part of making your build happen in Path of Exile is trying to minimize the amount of travel nodes that you take. So you're incentivized to like plan accordingly instead of having to do a bunch of stuff. It's kind of strange to have that in a single player game where like it makes some levels up feel really not exciting. So I don't know. Maybe you get way more red mercury than I think. Maybe you should have used a different kind of stat for that, or I don't know. But like the thought of like, oh, I just spent like a bunch of resources to get 5 agility. That was good. But the next one I get like 1 strength. Like, well, whoop-de-doo. You know, 1 vitality, 1 vitality, 1 vitality, 1 endurance, all the way to get down to this one, right? So I don't know. Isn't Poe basically a single player game anyway? Yeah, but you're kind of competing against other people, and it wants you to optimize it and to share builds, whereas in this it's like not really. Like, I see what you mean. Yeah, kind of similar to crosscode leveling. I don't remember there being filler stats in crosscode. Were there? Sorry if you don't want to, we can't answer. What's the deal with story games moving forward? Like, we're still doing 2x release? It depends on what kind of story game it is. If it's something that requires me to engage with something and do voices and stuff like that, like Ace Attorney, then that's a no-go for now. But I can't tell you because I don't even know if we're streaming tomorrow. Like, I don't know. Like, we'll see how it goes. So far, so good, but we'll see. Sorry to vague post. I know it's frustrating. Nothing about what's going on right now is ideal. I'm very sorry. Poe's only engaging me playing hardcore, but hardcore is bullshit. I really don't like the thought of playing a hardcore game where if my internet chugs in the wrong moment or the game glitches, then I just lost so much progress. But I understand the appeal of the tension that it provides. But I would be very very upset if I ever died because of that. Okay, is this going back into the mines or is this the way forward? I'm really enjoying the level design of this. Oh, claw marks we saw in the temple in Firelink Shrine. Mother and child lost to childbirth. A sage gifted an elixir recipe. By nightfall, human flesh became the key. The girl grows at an unnatural rate, months of growth in mere weeks. The villagers gossip about the elixir that we must flee by next month. Okay, so does this predate the feathering? When did the monster come that was like attacking people and make them have feathering? Was it... Oh shit. She rising defense. Okay, well this is the most interesting thing the game has done so far in terms of like environmental storytelling. But why are you... Oh, I see. Feather, shadow, grow, test transformation. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's all that's in here. Okay. Feathering just sounds feathering. I'm always running Umineko. It's so annoying how good Umineko turned out to be. God, that's irritating. The Weebs won such a victory. I wonder if you could make... I know this is going to be sacrilege to some of you. I wonder if you could make a better version of Umineko for people like me that replaced the anime bullshit with something else that was just as fantastical but wasn't anime bullshit. You know what I mean? I feel like you could. I feel like that is not... I feel like the imagination parts of that and like the fantastic elements, I think those are important to the experience, but I don't think it has to be anime fantastical, right? And lose Sakutaro. Ryu! No, you could find a way to do it. Okay, so I think I fully explored this part. So this was just it's strange that there's a shrine up here. Why would they do that? Improving an echo would not be hard. There's so many obvious flaws that don't serve any purpose, and someone's still 10 out of 10. Yeah, it goes to show you that something doesn't have to be perfect in order to be a 10 out of 10. Like, the 10 out of 10 doesn't mean flawless. Like, something can be flawed, but very, very special. Like, in my heart of hearts, Dark Souls 1 is probably a 10 out of 10 as well, to be honest with you. So is Elden Ring. Despite all its flaws, I'm pretty sure Elden Ring is probably still a 10 out of 10. Just very, very special. It probably is. Yeah, Stellar Blade as well, you know, like, yeah, very, very flawed. I can think of 1, 2, oh, that's a really big flaw. Yeah, 3. 4 if you count one of each there. So, like, yeah, it's still, you know, very, very special. Means a lot to me. It saved my life. Oh, I'm not a fan of the Dark Souls tree. Why are the trees and the people friends? What is moving behind me? What? Okay, well that's disconcerting. Okay. The best way I've seen someone explain the Expedition 33 MMO was in a messy 9 out of 10 game. Would you say Umineko is kind of similar and there's a messy 10 out of 10? Yeah, it's a messy 10 out of 10. I think that Expedition 33 is not a 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10 is probably good for Expedition 33 now that the dust has settled on it for me. I think 9 out of 10 is good, but very messy 9 out of 10. But Expedition 33 is elevated because of the meta experience I had with dealing with the fans. Like, unironically, that's really made it a lot more interesting to me. I just like the defense system. Parry swap. Yeah, I could see why someone might not like that. I like it though. I thought it was fun. But I'm, you know me, I'm gameplay Andy, so. Okay, so what's, can you like make a bridge here later or something, or what's that? What does corruption do? It builds up like in Souls games and then it just does damage over time. This tree's nasty, man. Was this tree alive too? No. Okay. We're already out of heals. Shit. What's a non-messy 10 out of 10? Factorio? Outer Wilds? Yeah, I agree. Outer Wilds, yeah. Factorio definitely is messy. Yeah, it's messy on purpose though. Sekiro? Ooh, is Sekiro 10 out of 10? Celeste? Yeah, Celeste is a 10 out of 10, and that's not very messy. Celeste is amazing. Yeah, Celeste is a non-messy 10 out of 10. Undertale is a clean 10 out of 10. Deltarune is a messy 6 out of 5. Super Metroid maybe? Nah, Super Metroid isn't that great. No, why'd you knock me down, Metroid fan? No. Dark Souls 3 is a clean 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, really? Dark Souls 3 is so comfy though, and it has a great boss roster, and it's just such a, just settle in and just play it. I don't know, is it? Okay, fine, 8. I can agree with 8. I think 8 is a good score for Dark Souls 3 yet. It's not as special as Dark Souls 1, but it's still definitely better than Dark Souls 2. What about One Piece? Is One Piece a clean or messy 10 out of 10 or what? Is Hollow Knight a 10? Okay, so here's what's weird about Hollow Knight. Silksong's combat absolutely mogs the fuck out of Hollow Knight, but Hollow Knight's exploration is better than Silksong's, I think. So like the fact that two games exist that are very similar to each other and both have like a vastly superior system of one to the other makes me think that I can't call like one of them a 10 out of 10 in good conscience. They're like 9s out of 10s. And if you took the best from both, then you could get a 10 out of 10. But like in my heart, I want to call Hollow Knight a 10 out of 10 because I really like Hollow Knight. So I want to, but I'm just, I don't know. 9 Souls is a 10 out of 10 though. Which is weird because you think it would be a 9, but I got more lost using Hollow Knight compared to Skong. Positive, right? Like you like to get lost, right? That's what you want in that game. Yeah, I agree. I feel like I got lost in Silksong at the beginning, which was good, but then it's like okay, and then it was just very straightforward. Whereas Hollow Knight, I felt like I was straightforward at the beginning, and then I got lost for a really long time and had a very freeform experience that was really, really cool. And that just wasn't there in Silksong. But the combat was just so much better in Silksong. Come on. Oh, we're dead. Okay, that is very hard to read. Silksong is the only 10 out of 10 game because it is priced correctly and fairly. This kills the streamer. You saw this game called Dench Attack? Pretty good vibes, you should play it. Never heard of it, sorry. Was Hollow Knight 10 out of 10 combat for you before Silksong came out? It might have been, yeah. I don't know. I really liked the combat in Hollow Knight. I used to be such a defender for Hollow Knight's combat that I used to say to people that if you don't think Hollow Knight's combat is good, it probably just means that you're bad at it. I was an Elden Ring fan for Hollow Knight 1. So like I really like Hollow Knight, but then I played Nine Souls and Silksong, and it's like, oh okay, like 2D combat can definitely be a lot better. Yeah. The Silent Hill defense, yeah, unironically, yeah. I can be toxic too, yeah. Sorry. The comment on Hollow Knight is still great. I agree, yeah. It's just that Silksong is just so much better. Like the movement is so much better in Silksong as well, and that matters a lot for that. Is he just hanging? Oh, he has a chain. Okay. I think it's showing how much I've lost a bit of hunger for Souls games, because a few years back I'd be watching this gameplay and be like, yeah, I want to play this, but now it's like, this looks alright. Yeah, I agree. I think there is definitely some fatigue going on. Yeah. Whereas rewind a couple more years and I would have been like, you know, I want more people to do this, you know? Wait, why did you do the end of the combo there? What? How bizarre. I used to have Hollow Knight Combat, then I played Silksong, and then I played Hollow Knight again and I almost gagged. Does the streamer remember this reference? I do, yes. That's me describing the first time I had French press coffee. And then went back to the K-Cup and I almost gagged, yeah. I don't know, man, I still want more of this. I do too, but like, it's not as exciting. Okay, so he's just there pretending to be dead. Okay. Burst him down, we did it. How many souls did that give? Not that many, actually. I feel like the mercury that we're getting in this area is kind of stingy for how difficult these enemies are. 80 just for that guy? Do we all agree that Nine Souls has better combat than Silksong for people who have played both? Silksong has better movement. Easily. But I think Nine Souls has better combat. Despite having better combat, Silksong might have better boss design? You know what I mean? Who are you? Hello.
Your arm. That energy seems even stronger now. The might of the primordial deity. No mere mortal should wield such force. You ought to be trembling, worm, to be given this divine gift.
What about best exploration? Nine Souls or Silksong? Oh, Silksong.
See, shall we? Will this immense power consume you, or will you conquer it? We'll find out soon enough, won't we?
Backstab rejuvenation. Okay, so is that hitting enemies in the back gives you health, or is it getting a knockdown effect gives you health? Backstab attacks recover a small amount of health. Didn't we help her and now she's completely different? Did she go kind of crazy? Oh, this did not go where I thought we were going to go. I thought this was going to go back to the original thing. The original shrine. Also, the final boss of Silksong is miles and miles better than that of Hollow Knight. Is it? Is it? I really like Absolute Radiance. Absolute Radiance. Oh, sorry, not Absolute. Just Radiance. I think the Radiance is a cool looking fight. I think Lost Lace is amazing too. Don't get me wrong. They're both really, really good fights. But I don't know. Like the huge title card, how you get there. You know, like bringing the knight down with Horn and everything. Like I don't know. Like they're both really, really good. Again, like you know, we're comparing goats together and we're deciding which one's the gruffest. I don't know. I think I like Radiance better. The presentation Radiance. Yeah, like Lost Lace being like black on black really irritates me. And also Lost Lace, I don't want to have the fight with Chad again, and I don't even know if it would still be a fight, to be honest, but Lost Lace being able to telefrag you really bothers me still. But maybe I was just playing the fight wrong and there's a way to go around it, but like that really irritates me. telefrag. Lost Lace can, in my memory, maybe there's a way around it, or maybe I was doing something wrong. So like that's the disclaimer I'm giving. Lost Lace can teleport on your position, and deal damage to you, with no way to avoid it other than what I remember, like when just don't move for a while, which I don't think is a fair and valid response to the state that she just entered, but some people disagree with me. IMO even Grandmother Silk was better than Radiance? It looked better. I don't know. That fight was kind of whatever. I'm really looking forward to Absolute Grandmother Silk. I think that's going to be an amazing fight. Okay, we fully cleared this area. I was a little disappointed the final boss was just Lace again. Yeah, that's also a factor that we're not really discussing. I was also disappointed that you have to fight her 3 times as well too, and it wasn't all that different. Yeah, still a really good fight. One of the best in Silksong in terms of like gameplay and flow state and everything like that. But you know, in terms of like what you were doing, a little redundant. Yeah. I wonder if I would enjoy Grandmother Silk more if I went in there with a challenge run where I don't upgrade my needle or whatever. Make it more of a struggle. Whoa, bump, bump, bump. What? Oh, stop. What's inside the orange box? Emerald Lotus Seed. Wait, what? Oh, Forgotten Remembrance is what was in it, and it was Emerald Lotus Seed was what dropped off the ground. I know, I think the story set up pretty well. At least it was going to be the last encounter. We're not really talking about the story. We're talking about like gameplay, and like it's just the same thing again. I think it could have easily been some sort of amalgamation of Grandmother Silk and Lost Lace down there, by the way, or Lace down there. I don't think it had to be basically that same core enemy type again. I was expecting them to join together at some point to make a bigger monster, but no. Still a really good fight though. Matt? What is that? Okay, we're gonna go up the ladder and see if there's a way to get to a shortcut. Oh. Well, pardon me. Okay, this is the one. Yeah, now we're here. Okay, cool. Radiance is because it's such a surprise. It also makes perfect sense. Then you play Silksong and descend to the abyss, and it's like, oh, hi, Lace for the 3rd time. Yeah. You know what? You're convincing me. Silksong kind of sucks. It should have been even cheaper. I think $10 should have been about right. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why she did the stab attack 3 times in a row there. I must have hit the button too many times. Silksong is no Odyssey. Honestly, with how much fun they were having making it, should even pay me. Ari, wake up. Wait, have the feathers turned black? They were blue before. Now they look kind of blue. Is it just lighting in here? Hey Joe, I finished Factorio in your absence. Thanks for the addiction. Finish Factorio? You don't finish Factorio. What are you talking about? I beat the game. Space Age, did you get to the end of the asteroid field sort of thing? I haven't done that. I didn't even get to the frozen planet. I lost steam trying to optimize Volcanus. And I'm a Gleba hater. I'm not a really big fan of Gleba. kind of irritating. I hate that planet more than Gleba. I like Volcanus for like it appeals to my brain to kill a worm, gain its like territory. I like that. That part really appeals to me. But there's something about like the sheer amount of logistics that goes into like making those big chunky belts and everything in on Volcanus that just made me sigh at the screen. But I was like, I don't know, like over 100 hours into my playthrough at that point, so I just ran out of stamina for it, I guess. I really like Factorio, but I consistently can't play it for too long before I get bored. Burning Flames. Jokes aside, are you gonna play the Wuchang Monkey game at some point in the future? Yeah, we probably will. I don't know when. Maybe we should have played that instead of this. But yeah, we probably will. Did the sequel get cancelled, or was it the sequel to this game that got cancelled? What, didn't one of them, wasn't one announced with some cinematic that we saw at a show and then we were surprised when it got cancelled afterwards? Yeah, I unlocked a bunch of stuff and to rebuild my base phase. Factorio is really hard to get through. Yes, it's even worse than Satisfactory. Having to do the big teardown is a game killer for me, yeah. Unfortunately, one of the coolest parts of Satisfactory is that you get the alternate recipes to do things, which are really good, and they change how you approach certain problems. But it can also require you to redesign your whole factory, which is quite irritating. What's down here? How did that miss all of them? Wow, okay. With the drones in Factorio, though, it is much easier to do a full teardown in that game compared to Satisfactory, but it's still not easy. You end up with a bunch of stuff in like storage boxes. Did they find a way to delete items more easily in Satisfactory? In Factorio yet, or no? You can feed recyclers into. Oh yeah, the recyclers will delete things now, won't they? Yeah, recyclers are really good for getting rid of byproducts. You know. Yeah, just use your drones to pick up everything and then just put it into a box with a feeder into a recycler, and we'll just delete it all. I thought I would really enjoy the quality system in Factorio as well. And it turned out that was a bit too much complexity for me, and it bothers me when I'm trying to make something and I have to wait for the RNG gods to bless me with a good pull on building something. So that was a bit disappointing. Is this where the girl was? Yes? How did I miss that down there when I went down there earlier then? Apologies if you answered this before. I was curious. What was your opinion of the we were having so much fun thing in Silksong? What do you mean? That was a meme that we made. You know, joking that the reason why it took so long because they were having too much fun, like making ways to troll players and make them die. Yeah, I don't know what the question means. Sorry. Gambit's sometimes fun and kind of annoying. Yeah, I kind of like a bit of gambling in my games, but. Did I pick up my soul? Yeah, I did. Oh, you mean the literal quote of them having so much fun, that's why the game took so long? I don't know. Again, I still don't really understand the question. Are you like, do you think that it was true? Do you think there was like trouble development? They just didn't want to talk about it or anything like that? Like my understanding is that they're just like perfectionists and they just really wanted to make that game. And they're clearly not in it for the money either, because like they could have charged a lot more for Silksong than they did. Yeah, they just yeah. I believe them. That sounds good. Doesn't mean it was a yabba dabba do time the whole entire time, right? There must have been times where it was really frustrating and they had problems and something wasn't coming out properly and they had cut content and blah blah blah. But yeah. Wow, that is a lot of damage. All right. Ooh, hello. Who are you? Family tree? Family. Oh, it doesn't match. Reborn Treant, Soulwood. What? Okay, killing the little shits does not deal damage to the tree. Ow. Oh, we have no heals. Okay. Okay, this boss kind of sucks. So what I meant, I appreciate your answer. Thank you. Personally, I struggle to believe the Team Cherry, but it might be cynical and not super well informed. Although, and I do say this with love and respect, I might be asking the wrong man whether it's possibly a perfectionist flow state for 8 years. I've definitely not been in a perfectionist flow state for 8 years on a certain YouTube video. Absolutely not. There have been many times during that period where I was not working on it at all. Okay, so when he does that, we run away. And then we snap to it. Oh, there's blood. Okay, so does capping the blood just mean instant death or what? The blood thing around him. Oh shit. Oh, sh... Did that hit me? Okay, this was easily the worst fight so far. That was very awkward. I wonder if you're just meant to use spells when it throws the magic at you, but I did not enjoy this. This was awkward. The other bosses were much better. Oh my god, Errol, you're right. Her butt really does stick out when she's running forward, huh? Holy shit. How did it take me this long to notice? Slipping. Is this a game where you can make her naked or almost naked? That's Stellar Blade. I don't know how naked you can make her. Should we find out? As a treat? Let's see. Like, pretty naked, but not, you know, we've seen worse and or better. What was the hair that we liked the most? Was it this one? Yeah, that hair's really nice. Does she have feathers anywhere else on her body? The DLSS is awful in this game. No, it's just on her arm. Okay. Okay. Way more lewd than female FromSoft character? I don't know, but with the sliders in that game, you can turn them into a mod beast. So, you know, apples and oranges. Looks like the way forward is up that ridge there. Okay, let's go. Wait, she meant to have like a transformation thing going on? Yeah, like she's turning into a monster slowly with the feathers on her arm, or she's resistant to the ailment that's going around. I can't unsee her ass now. Fuck. The camera angles are way less horny. So yeah, it still is kind of like got some thirst traps with the main character a little bit in this, but like it's nowhere near Stellar Blade. Like yeah. What ass though? There we go. My favorite comment. Palace Pass. What pass though? FromSoft is very horny but tastefully. Do you think so? I don't think From's horny at all. Is FromSoft horny? Quailag's a little horny. Ramana? Of the Bud, dude? Ramina's not horny. Thorny, maybe, but I don't think horny. Great chest ahead. Well, that's the community. Whoa, what are those talismans? Oh, that was easy. Okay, are we gonna have like a cool FromSoft like level reveal when we get to the top here? We're gonna open a door and it's gonna be like, whoa, this looks nice. Or is it just gonna be more shots of her butt? Ow. Did you just Uno reverse? Oh shit, we don't have heals.
Judgment Fall! Ming!
Ming! We just one-shot Ming 3. Game Ming? Ah! This bridge is gonna break. I have never been more wrong. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're in a new area now. Alright, so that last area was fairly self-contained, and the caves before was a bit contained too. Had a decent level design with secret routes and stuff like that, but it didn't spiral out into a bunch of other areas. Okay. So I wonder if they're going to be bridging levels that are more self-contained. They can't all be like crazy with a lot of different routes and everything, right? Okay, we desperately need heals. Someone gonna fall? Oh shit. How about we don't fight? How about I just run past you? Oh, I have healing pills. Alright. Well, that's not very fair. Owned. Okay. Oh, she has heals as well. Very uncomfortable. Anyone else find it strange that at the beginning of the game she talked, and since then she hasn't said a fucking word? Oh, this is nice. The second year of Chongzhen's reign, immortal Wan's Shou pursued the arcane arts through a vision he received in a dream. By the third year, the Ming Emperor had deepened his quest for immortality, drawing dark forces to the region. Monks were summoned to subdue these malevolent spirits, employing a sacred spirit turtle in their ritual, a monument erected for future generations. Incense burner. Time for second swamp. This time it's not poison. I'm surprised I'm even allowed to walk down here, to be honest. I should be dead. How are you getting around, my dude?
There lurks a demonic treant at Doomwillow Beach. It seems even plants and trees are not spared from the feathering.
Is that the one we just killed,
The
or?
road to a cure is long and fraught with trials. The Tang Emperor's palace. It was once a sanctuary of immortality and enlightenment. Now it lies in ruin.
Ruin.
But according to the townsfolk, this is where the first cases of the feathering emerged. Most curious. The rebels left long ago, Yet the soldiers still guard this place. Surely there's more than meets the eye. Perhaps it is connected to the feathering. They protected my
What is this
practice.
Instagram posture
A
she
direct
has right now?
confrontation would be ill-advised. Would you be kind enough to investigate on my behalf? The people and I would be most grateful.
I didn't hear a word you just said. What does that mean? Look at like how her butt is like sticking out behind her, and her whole spine is kind of like shifted forward after like the bottom of her spine is bent. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know why I said Instagram posture, but that's the first thing that came to mind. Look there. Look at the gap between like the cape and her small of her back that is still touching her butt at the bottom, right? Like it's very odd. You're right. I've discovered her butt, so now I'm seeing things in the posture. What are you looking for on Instagram? I've actually never gone on Instagram. I just heard the term somewhere, I guess. Okay, what happens if I go these? Does it blow something up or no? Oh. Okay. Is it raining? Yeah, okay. This will either make him love this game or absolutely despise it. Uh-oh, what's about to happen? The big change? Do we get a devil trigger in here? Oh, I can see the stacks of the thing in the bottom left. The 9 is like ticking down slowly. Wow, that's a small icon. I didn't notice that before. So if I use my thing, I'll get all the stacks. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we haven't found a shrine yet. I need to be careful. Feather trigger, yeah. Do. Hunter within loses control. Oh, what? That's not fair. Let me get it. Let me get the checkpoint. Okay, you're probably not allowed up here. Let's be real. You can't climb up this. Right? Oh. He can. Okay. Also, dodging off something means that you don't get the dodge effect, so you lose your iframes. Okay. Really? We enjoying ourselves, chat? She's got a license for that? You need a license now? I'm hungry. Behave. What the fuck? Oh, go. Yeah, alright, cool. God damn, it's all we can see now, huh? Alright, cool. Do we need to change the outfit? Like, what are we doing? Need a teddy bear costume? I think they decided that was their slogan. They had a meeting about it. sword guys, they have their slogan, think that enemy got the point. What should our be? We're the torch guys. How about moths to the flame? That sounds pretty good. Every single time that we see an enemy, that's what we'll say. Alright. Good meeting. Where the fuck is the, Okay, Scimitar and Firebomb guys say, Wretch, take this. Lighten up. Where's the checkpoint? There's gotta be one here, right? Like this took... Is that what the chat was talking about? This is gonna make him love the game or hate it? That there's a 2-minute run back every single time just to get into the level every single time you die? Oh, look at that guy. That's cool. Wait, usually they're on the map, right? They're on the compass with red? Yeah, there isn't one. What? Really? Neil? Oh, this is the guy that we fought earlier, and he just attacks forever. Alright, we got him. Okay. Ming, yeah. Tang Emperor was deeply fascinated by exotic treasures, particularly intricate mechanical devices. Among his prized possessions was a rare and exquisite Buddha statue. This he displayed at the Hill Pavilion, whiling away countless hours day and night as he observed its beauty. Okay. I'm worried that I've ran past the checkpoint. That maybe there was a checkpoint next to the pipe guy and I didn't see it. Eagle pendant. I guess if we die again, we'll see if we can find one on the way here. Increases your weapon's stab attack power. We do have a stab weapon. Slight reduces damage taken, prevents beast roars from making you flinch. That seems good. What are beast roars again? Increases damage dealt against large enemies. Increases stamina recovery speed. Let's do this. We do stab a lot. Like, this must be a stab, right? What else could it be? Stab, slash. How doth oneth get over there? Okay, that way. Stab weapon is this Pokemon? I never understood that. It's like stab is when the primary stat that the Pokemon levels up is the one that's used when you do the attack, something like that. And it gets a bonus. Same type attack bonus. It's when you're on type, okay. So if Charizard uses a fire attack, it does more damage than if you somehow got a fire attack on a Squirtle. Can you get a fire attack on a Squirtle? Squirtle. Spearman Steve. No, we don't need to open it all the way. We can just go. Wait. Are we... Oh, we're back here. Oh, okay. No, 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 no. You fucking... Now that's what I call Dark Souls. Now that's what I call Elden Ring. I know where we are. Okay, so there was a shrine around here somewhere, wasn't there? This is where we fought Ming 2. Squirtle can learn Dragon Pulse though. No stab for the Squirtle though. I think dragons are my favorite type of Pokemon. I like the dragons. There are some goofy ass dragons in that. I think Dragonite is overrated. Dragonite looks like that's a bad dragon. I don't like Dragonite. I like Tyranitar. Dragonair is better, I agree, yeah. Discipline. Increases damage at full health as well as damage taken. Increases damage at full health, but also increases stamina usage. Well, certain you gain increased defense against slashing. Okay, let's put that on. Backstab attacks recover small amount of health. And increase the potency of counter moves. Sure, why not? Tyranitar is not a dragon type like Charizard? What? What's Tyranitar then? Isn't Tyranitar a dragon? Rock Dark? Siri, what type of Pokemon is Tyranitar? I'll be damned. Alright, I've morbed into the reality where Tyranitar was not a dragon. Siri, what are the best dragons in Pokemon? Rayquaza? Nah. Dialga and Palkia? Nah. Garchomp is what I'm thinking of, not Tyranitar. I like Garchomp. Garchomp's really good. Dragapult? Never heard of that one. Dragon Ghost type? Whoa, that sounds fun. Dragonite? Nah, Dragonite can fuck off. Siri, what Dragapult look like? Oh. Well, never mind.
I bet you just wait, girl. What the Tangam, the palace. But I've got plenty of my own treasures. Take a look.
How do you feel about Tatsugiri, the dragon water dragon primary type Pokemon from Gen 9? Feel free to look it up if you've not seen it. Okay, hold on. Tatsugiri. That's not a real Pokemon name. Siri, what does Tatsugiri Pokemon look like? It's just a fish. Aloha Executor? Aloha Executor. Ooh, it's just a palm tree. Okay. Corruptive Flames. Launch multiple tainted fireballs that deal damage and cause corruption buildup. We're not really using spells. Am I meant to use spells? Faint Red Feather. Faint Red Feathers are really good to have. Because we use them for weapon damage. So let's get that. Let's use some of our essence. Oops. Thoughts on Gudra? I'm not big on Gudra, but I understand people who like Gudra. It just looks messy. Increased damage dealt if 3 disciple skills are known. What do you mean known?
Come back soon.
I prefer a clean 10 out of 10 to a messy 10 out of 10.
Since you found word,
Yeah. So much yapping in this game.
You might still the place. They said, "Oh, you're lucky to have made it back." I'd steer clear if I were you.
Whoa.
Do not return there.
Centipede Hood? Centipede Carapace? Is this the weapon set that someone in chat told me to get? Increase your weapon's magic damage. We never do that. Recover health upon defeating enemies. Oh, that's really good. We should get that. Increases damage dealt against large enemies. We got that one already. Yeah, we definitely want Lifesteal Pendant, I think. Lifesteal Pendant will give us some sustain to get through areas better.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment.
Do we want to get the centipede stuff? Human centipede, not ironically. It's just really good against slash damage, slash and stab. Is this the kind of game where you're supposed to figure out what the enemy does and tool your armor to it? Is that every game? I just play games wrong? I don't like this. This looks gross. I mean, I'm still buying it, so we'll see. Hey Joe, how do you like the game so far? It's okay. Okay. Is she gonna look like Kerrigan? Place your bets now. Is she somehow gonna look like sexy centipede armor, or is it gonna be functional? Oh. What is this making me think of? A Skyrim armor set? Does she still jiggle? Okay, not bad actually. I guess we'll keep it on and we'll see. She still kind of wiggles her butt, so that's important. Okay, where are we going? Oh, we need to rest to get our heals back. Just out of curiosity, what does just the pants look like? Cost brilliant red feather. Oh, you don't get to use the red feathers for all of them. Oh, shit. Okay, so we just bought a bunch of red feathers for no reason. There you go. How does that work? You look kind of painted on. Tab back in for that? Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so we want to put the Lifesteal Pendant on, right? Okay. Increases damage dealt against large enemies. I think I'd rather just have... just stab does more damage rather than that, and increased stamina recovery speed's good. Do we get another pendant slot at some point, do you think? How does it look with just the top? How about just the gloves? How about just the gloves, yeah. No elf? Why no elf? Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Is there a closer checkpoint over here? Is there a button I can press to bring the compass back? Okay. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay. This was a fun moment of reconnecting to a previous level. I like it so far. I feel like it's not like amazing, but I feel like they're trying to make the level and world design feel interconnected and very busy, and I like it. I like the attempt. I don't think there's been another Souls-like game other than Dark Souls 1 that's done it this well so far. It's neat. Speaking of neat, what should I have for dinner? I'm out of pizza. We Wuchang? We are Wuchang, yeah. Anyone watch Wake Up Dead Man after I mentioned it yesterday? What did you think? It was a pretty good movie. I'm watching season 2 of Squid Game again. I'm 5 episodes in. Not as good as season 1 so far. I'm still enjoying it. Again, I started watching season 2 of Squid Game and I watched the first episode and I didn't watch any for months and months and months. Season 3 is much worse. Have fun. Really? It gets bad? That's a shame. feel like the cast of Squid Game 2 is quite likable, except for Thanos and the guy who's doing his best Elon Musk impression. That's the friend of Thanos. I really don't like those two. This looks kind of neat too. I like the robe. Let's put the armor on though. Squid Game Season 1 end is kind of bad. It's set up for what comes after, so it depends. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the main twist in Squid Game 1 was really, really obvious. In choose tranquil retreat, divine shards we behold. Can we seize the threads of fate or the eternal flow of life? The winged ascension, feathered transcendence. The winged ascension. What are we doing? Lasting alacrity? Extends the duration of damage avoidance when triggering alacrity. What's alacrity? I don't know what that is. Further disappointed with it. I thought I had something interesting to say about the rat race of office life, and then it really escalated beyond that. Yeah, I think it is trying to critique a lot of that stuff, but then kind of lost itself at some point. I don't know. It was still entertaining though. I like the concept. Okay, so we're kicking that down so we can avoid going... It's a very short shortcut. Liquidity is a property some spear weapon arts have where you auto-dodge an attack during an animation. I thought that was called something else. I can't see the skill tree, unfortunately. I don't remember seeing alacrity there. Am I saying that right, by the way? Is alacrity? Arm feather. It looks kind of shallow. I'm pretty sure we go down there, right? I say alacrity.
Let me show you how it's really done. Don't be so weak now.
Ow.
Don't be so weak.
Fuck, the commitment to attack animations is so long in this game. What? What was the weird I'm going to attack the air around her instead of her that we just did with lock on? That was odd. First guy to ever died in Mate 2, apparently, yeah.
Let me show you how it's really done. Don't be so weak now. Don't be so weak now.
Did she just iframe? Yeah, she does, okay. Wow, those are some fast attacks there in that combo. Okay.
Don't be so weak now.
All with the music key, brilliant red feather. Wonder what's happening every time we kill a boss when she seems kind of staggered for a second. Is that the feathering getting better or worse? Sure, I'm gonna have to drink for the Lotus Pond, but thirst is unbearable. I can't think of anything else. She's gone now. I tried to force her to drink before death claimed her. Where did she find the strength to resist? Fine then, don't drink. I'm so thirsty. Surely a single sip won't hurt. Feel an itch all over, like something's trying to grow from inside me. I keep forgetting more and more. Bless Buddha, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Itchy tasty, itchy tasty. Full-grown red mercury. Oh, we were locked in. Oh, we have red eyes again. That's so gross. Tifa forever. Let's say Hall of Musk. No, music. Hall of Music. What is... How are these linked to something? What? What is the gross meme from, by the way? It's my cute way of saying that I think something is hot with you know, plausible deniability. That's where it comes from. It's like, oh man, that's so gross. The problem is sometimes something is gross and I say that's gross, and you just have to kind of just read the intent from the inflections of how I said it is the issue. Because sometimes things really are gross. You're like, oh god, what the fuck? Basically, if I say it like Susie saying that's so true, then it's probably that it's actually the opposite of gross. That's so gross, yeah. Susie from Great Ace Attorney. Okay, so we can't get through here yet. We need to come back from the other area or get a key or something. So does the Hall of Music key open something else? Yeah, it doesn't open from this side. Okay, so now I don't know where to go except for up this ladder. Let's see. There. Okay, so we can refresh here, refill. What's the time? 1 hour and 46 minutes. Okay, we'll keep going to the next stuff and then we'll take a break. Probably gonna be a short stream today, so I can still end around 7 o'clock. No, we don't have enough to level up. Okay, so where are we going? We going for this thing? Fleetness, that's it. I thought fleetness was it, not alacrity. So when it says if you have 3 discipline skills unlocked for it does more damage, you can't have 3 equipped. So you just 3, having 3 in this area is enough? Because maybe it's like a good damage boost to have that. I'm not sure. Oh, isn't that our sleep paralysis demon? No.
So it's lurking down there now, is it? Love's a strange beast, huh? Who can really understand a person's heart? Looks like you've hit rock bottom, friend.
I was wrong, just sorry. Alacrity is a similar effect for spells when you get from the monk boss has it. Okay, cool. It's fine. Yeah, just there's a lot of keywords in this game that I don't know yet.
Love's a strange beast, huh? Who can really understand a person's heart? Looks like you've hit rock bottom, friend.
Yeah, it's kind of rocky right now. That's true.
Love's a strange beast, huh?
Requires a Buddha statue. Okay. Wait, did it get away? Or did I get a sprout? Yeah, haha. I missed, really? Rocky, amaze, amaze, amaze. Rocky hate mark. Did that just do no damage? Oh, the Buddha statue right away. Okay. Aurum Feather Force. Okay, I thought this was a new area. What does the Buddha statue do? Does it drain the water down in the temple? Yeah, okay. If you manage to defeat the next boss first try, I think you should really reset and download the old version of the game because they made it too easy. But if not, you're good. If not, it means I'm not good because I didn't beat it first try. What about second try? Amaze, amaze, amaze.
Loves a strange beast.
Hello, Grace. Hello, Grace friend. Is the boss in the water? Because having to go down this ladder to get to the boss every single time is going to get super annoying. Weapon traits. As you face enemies with diverse attacks, you can learn weapon traits in the Impetus repository, allowing you to clash or deflect their strikes. Both powerful techniques to turn the tide in battle. Clash weapons with your enemy, deflecting most of the incoming damage. Deflect, blocking at the perfect time deflects the enemy's weapon fully. Okay, well, how do I do that with the fucking spear? I want a parry. I like parry. Dead.
That is sacred, not for your hands.
New phone, who dis? Handed over, your Wuchang Fallen Feather, Commander Honglan. Well, we're not beating this one first try, don't worry about it. Did that hit me? What? Oh, okay. Alright. So this feels like the first real boss. That was a lot of health, does quite a bit of damage to you. Okay, cool. I don't know what makes me think of it, but Cyrus is a good gameplay game too. If PlayStation works, it doesn't. No, I still need to get the HDMI port fix on it. Apparently there's only one place in Moncton that does micro soldering. Soldering. I went to a place and asked him and then referred me to it. Doesn't have that many safe openings, huh? Which is a lot of ways to chain moves together, especially with the kicks and everything like that. Maybe I need to. It said the tutorial that said about blocking and parrying and stuff like that. I wonder maybe if I have to. That's a hint. Go and get something like that. Maybe it's better with that instead of dodging. I'm not sure. Oops, my button. Yeah, she's really hard. Okay. That's a big bump in difficulty from everything that's been in the game so far. Okay, that's cool. Finding her very hard to read where the openings are, though. Especially considering that the attacks can come so fast that a lot of my big attacks have very high animation commitment. And I feel like I can't use them. Let's just do some pokes and see. Even there, that was still too much of a commitment. Really? Wow. Even her high kick can't be punished. She does another attack right afterwards. Interesting. Okay, I'm not digging this right now. Let's see. Why the bouldering tag? Slowest part 2. Really? Wait. What? What? What hit me? Was that just a like a forward dash that she did, and the hitbox is like in a horizontal line around her when she does it? This is gonna take a while, chat. Okay, so she can follow that up with a render after it, but not always. She can also do the throwing daggers even when you're in melee range with her, and it, you know, you find out when you get hit in the face. Those kicks are rough, man. Defender. These two? Wow. Okay. Okay, so her throwing the daggers is the biggest punish window that she has. You can get a stab off after that. Apart from that, it's just like fishing out ways that you can just get a quick stab on her and make sure that you're getting the whatchamacallit, building the stagger bar. But some of that stuff in phase 2 there was kind of rough with the waterfowl, whatever the hell. I dislike that I have to skip the cutscene every single time that I come down here. I don't know why they made it that way. Okay, we're dead. I was too slow off on the mark with that after she did the throwing daggers. I'm worried that I should be parrying her and I should go and engage with that right now. Either way, we're over 2 hours. Let me go use the bathroom. Be right back. Only a longsword can parry. I thought you could get on different weapons. Anyway, be right back. Okay, so what's the fastest way I can get a parry just to see what it's like to use it? Dash strike, blink kick, whip dance, blink kick, block, furious stab, flickering blade? I don't think that's the parry, is it? You have to unlock it in tree. Oh. Well, we can get lifesteal pendant off for now, and we can put maybe not a large enemy. Increases your burn resistance. Oh, never mind. None of these are worth it. I thought we had a pendant that increased your amount of stab damage, or was that a oh, we already have it on. Need to unlock it in the skill tree. Yeah, I'm worried that we should be parrying this boss instead of dodging. The reason why I think that is because this boss is basically invalidating the whole entire dodge system. Because dodging in this game is really good because you get the blue charges that you can use for special moves that deal a lot of damage afterwards, but the boss doesn't give you a chance to use those blue moves because it attacks so fast. Maybe there's different weapons that have faster blue payoffs, so maybe that's good. Maybe it's just a spear thing, but I don't know. Your charge weapon has clash too. Charge weapon? You can use magic too. Yeah, I guess I could use magic in order for the range attack, but I don't know. What's this one do? Conjure a crescent shaped spade of fire. Maybe one of these is like a melee thing and it's good? I don't know. Conjure forth the golden blade and release its force forward. Can trigger alacrity if you're attacked while casting. Increases the damage of your next attack. Oh, I could be using that to just buff it instead. Set forth a mask. Hurl a chunk of gore, explode impact. Leap and throw a spear, dealing feathering damage. Can trigger alacrity if you're attacked while casting. Raise your left hand and unleash a piercing shriek, sending nearby enemies flying. Deals feathering damage, but also causes the spare build up to the caster. Ebb and flow, I think it's called. It's one with clash. Is it? I'm using that, and I don't think it's working. Is it? Increase the damage of your next attack. As compared to the other Soul Stop, it's pretty good. It's definitely better than Ashen and the like. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not enjoying this boss right now though, but maybe it's just because I'm bad at it and I'm learning it. There's been plenty of difficult bosses on stream that I have not enjoyed when I'm first learning it, and then I'm like, yeah, the boss is pretty good. Fucking hell. Okay, I think the hitbox on the kicks are not right. Wow, okay. She's tough. I just opened my packet of cookies during the break, and 2 earwigs fell out of it. So I'm not eating those. Rip those cookies. What? Why did she not get stunned? Was she... Did she enter a state where she doesn't take stun damage, or was she just further away from it than I thought? I thought for sure that she was, like... okay. Whoa... What was... Yeah, okay. Beast of Reincarnation, PC specs are crazy. What's that game? I don't know that game. Rings a bell, though. Sekiro with a dog. Oh. With a Johns? I don't know, man. Maybe if you have parry, it's better. I feel like I can't be aggressive. I feel like I can't really attack her. I feel like I'm just like doing pokes in between some of her attacks, and it's kind of boring. I don't know. Again, take it with a huge pinch of salt or grain of salt, whatever the phrase is. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at this game, but like this is relentless attacks. Did that hit me? How did I get the, you got a perfect dodge sound there, but I still took damage? Fucking hell. Wow. Wow. Like, was it crazy? Didn't you hear it too? I heard that, like, the kind of flourish that you get when you get a perfect dodge, but I still took damage. Maybe it had, like, a secondary damage component. You need to dodge a bit more carefully. That was a good attempt. Yeah, it was a good attempt, yeah. I think that I want to try parrying, but I also kind of want to try to see if I can beat it, like, with what I'm doing right now. I don't want to respec. But I would like to try the parry is the thing. You have fallen. Let me heal. What was that? Fucking like Bart Simpson flailing across the arena with the swords. That looked cool. Oh. Phase 2 is a big bump from Phase 1. Wow, that was a lot of stagger damage. What? Okay, so she doesn't take stagger damage when she's phase transitioning, which kind of sucks. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can find some cheeky ways to get charged R2s off on her, because they do a lot of stagger damage. There must be some spaces for them. Oh, wait, what? Huh? Why did that do so much stagger damage? Hitting from behind does that much? Dead. Yeah, I've learned a lot. You did not figure it out? No. I knew that attacking from the back did more stagger damage. I remember the tutorial, but I didn't realize it was that it's pretty much like caps the whole bar. I didn't know that. Hitting humanoid bosses in the back with charge R2 always staggers. This is my first humanoid boss, unless you count the maids. Is that the Bloodborne thing? It is like the Bloodborne thing, yeah, you're right. Man, that was a shitty way to start this fight. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. God damn. Relentless. This is really hard. But I wasn't out of the dodge animation from the first one, and I did it so early I didn't even get a perfect dodge. What are you talking about? 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 What? England scored just when I thought my mood couldn't get any lower. Oh, why'd you do that? I'm dead. I hit the wrong button. I hit L3. I hit the analog stick wrong. Wow. I don't think healing is something you can do in phase 2. Pressing L3 a lot more. Grabbing the controller too hard. Joe, can you put World Cup in the corner for the rest of us? Nah, I don't care. Sorry. Do you want me to pull it up on my phone so you guys can hear it? Feels like an insane jump difficulty working before. Yeah, I wonder if you're supposed to like go around and finish exploring all these side areas and also make sure that you have like a parry or a block thing on your clash or parry weapon. What? So two water slashes into another water slash, into the throwing knives, into the dash forward, into the going up into the air. Like, wow. Wow. Holy shit. Well, Joe, what have you learned? The game kind of sucks. That's what I've learned. I don't know. Go get a parry and come back. I don't know what it's expecting of me here. Wow. So when she does the attack after the throwing knives, she just launches forward in like off frame. It's like almost like a teleport. Okay, that's really cool. After that, she goes up in the air. I wonder if you get like a window after that. Damn. Why is he using talismans? I am not using a bunch of stuff in the game. Yeah, I'm not really using magic all that much, and also not really using this weird hand thing that buffs your weapon, which probably makes a big difference. This fight is very hard. I'm trying to fish out as many stun opportunities on her right now. I'm learning when there's when I can do it, and I'm having a lot of trouble learning that right now. Like, I feel like this should be a consistent one after she does the kick, but I can't get it down for some reason. That okay. If I remember correctly, parry destroys this fight. Yeah, the tooltips suggested that, but I don't have a weapon with parry, and I don't know if I want to go and try. I'm not sure. I am tempted though. Like I am finding ways to use the dodge juice that I'm getting, so it's not as bad as I thought earlier, but it's still difficult. Whoops. No, she got me. I mean, you can't heal anyway, she doesn't let you. Yeah, but if I knocked it down again, I would be able to get a heal, right? I don't know if I can do that or not. That wasn't a bad attempt, but man, I feel like I'm doing like a shit ton of work in dodging, and I'm just not really getting that many opportunities to attack back. Maybe Talon loans repair. Yeah, maybe it is. See, I don't really understand why that was a stun there. Just caught her back in the animation, maybe? Sorry for being bad. I'm trying. Is the camera spinning better in game, or is Soul just more used to it than I am? It kind of makes me nauseous. We have cinematic camera mode on, which might be making it worse than it is otherwise. Wow. Actually crazy how grotesque the stance break crit sounds are. Are they? I haven't really noticed. I'll try and pay attention next time we get a stance break. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You got me. That's probably the best attempt so far. Okay. So in phase 2, I want to stay close to her as possible so she doesn't get a chance to do a lot of her water moves that chain on forever and don't have a lot of openings. But like it's still, I need to fish out a couple of good backstabs to get her down. Yeah. Still sure about the combat. How are the bosses? This one looks fun as someone who hasn't seen the watching a lot. I don't know. Like again, like I don't really understand a lot of the combat system. Maybe I should be using more special moves. Maybe I should go and respec. I don't know. But like I'm finding this boss really, really annoying. This isn't fun. The amount of work I'm doing just to earn like an opening is making me think of like some of the worst parts of endgame Elden Ring. Like it's like I don't really like it. There's probably are better ways to find windows and stuff like that, but like I'm not enjoying that process right now. But remember, the game like went out of its way to put a tutorial before this boss saying, "Hey, you should have a block or a deflect." So maybe that would make it better. Like some of the moves are fun to dodge. I just feel like I'm not having enough time to do aggression on her afterwards. But again, I encourage you to think skill issue. Like I don't. Sometimes when I watch a game back, like when I remember I was watching back Stellar Blade at one point, and I remember the game like looks so slow compared to what my memory is when I was playing it. So looking back at this now, if you like, maybe it doesn't look as bad as it is to me, but like right there, that my experience going to phase 2 was that she literally did not stop attacking. Right. like the whole entire time, and that can be fun. It can be fun to find like windows where you can like chip in some damage and get a punish between her attacks. But I'm just finding that there aren't a lot of them. But I don't know. Maybe my damage should be higher or something. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I only just learned how the backstab system works during this fight. So maybe that's something that I could be exploiting more. And I don't realize it. I'm trying to be really fair to the game. I don't want to come across as like criticizing it for no reason. It's not awful either. I'm just not having a great time. Like there, whenever she does that kick, I can basically just like strafe around her and get a free backstab. So that's good. Oh, or maybe not. Wasn't close enough? God, none of that hit, man. That, okay. So she still has the kick in phase 2, just in a different chain. Okay. Let's go back to the shrine and see if there's like some easy upgrades I can get. Like maybe I'm having like an extra healing charge, or maybe like extra healing when I do it. I'm not sure. How's the music been? I'm not really noticed much of the music. It's okay. All right, let's see. Do we have anything that we can that can make this our life a little easier? Yeah, we have an extra healing charge. Okay, cool. So now we have 5 healing charges instead of 4. Okay. Is there anything else that we could be getting, like extra damage on our? Oh, we get extra damage on our spear. Okay, so now, we're doing extra damage, and we also have an extra. We have some more. We have some more healing. All right, so we've been sitting on that the whole entire time. Okay. Like, is it worth it to go down here and get maybe like another thing here so we can get some extra damage? Thank you for the gift subs. I know I said I wasn't saying thank you, but it's just a comment. I thank you for the gift subs. I appreciate a reasonable horse. Spear Veil now grants you fleetness for a time. Skillful use allows for a swift counterattack. Use with Skyborn Might for greater potency. Fleetness allows you to dodge a single enemy attack. Okay. Do you want to go down and get this maybe? Like, what is this good? What is it? What does it do? It looks like a parry to me, right? I wish I could see the parry, like the rest of the things to see. Spirit Veil now grants you fleetness for a time and 2 stacks of Skyborn Might. What is fleetness? Can I like hit a button and see? Like can I go like hit start and see what does fleetness do? The fleetness will not do. All right, we can get it. What's that? You gain fleetness while charging aerial bulwark. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, so now we have it. So now we're equipping it, and we're equipping it on this one. Okay, so what did we get rid of for that? Did we get rid of Spear Veil? LT into RB? What? Then fucking read it, Omega. Well, how do I get on the keyword to read it though, chatter? That's the problem. Like I want to read it, I just don't know how to get to the button to read it. Like it looks like it's a keyword. Like do I have to like go into over here? Do I have to go into like the menu to the right? Like I don't know how to get to it. Like I'm not ignoring it for no reason. Maybe it's here in the repository over here. Terminology, there we go. Fleetness, where is it? It's not here. Okay, what is it under? Buffs? Mechanism? No. Terminology, weapon traits. Some moves have the fleetness trait. These moves have ways to grant fleetness effect. Fleetness allows you to dodge a single enemy attack while gaining Skyborn Might. I still don't get it. Does that mean that when I have a fleetness effect, it means that the next attack that would have hit me doesn't hit me instead? Or is it a timing thing? Some moves have the deflect trait. These moves allow you to deflect an enemy's weapon when executed at the right time, completely preventing damage. However, deflect does not work against martial moves like punches and kicks. Okay. Okay, I kind of really want to deflect, to be honest. I think I would have more fun if I had a deflect as well as a dodge. So maybe we're going to switch over and we're going to be sword bros. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll respec and see. But now let's go and see. So Ebb and Flow. So Spear Veil has replaced our stabby attack. All right, so let's go and see how that goes. And now that we have 3 disciplines available, does that mean that if I put that special thing on the spear, it'll do extra damage? Increases damage dealt if 3 disciple skills are known. We know 3, so I'm guessing it's going to do more damage now. I wonder how much more damage it is. I wish it would tell me. What are we losing for this? Skyborn might reduce his damage taken for 10. Yeah, okay, so we're putting that one on. Okay, and what else should we put on? Increases stamina curry speed during Skyborn. No, I like that one. And what's this one? Skyborn might increase the potency of discipline skills for some time. Increases potency of plunge. Now we'll keep that one on. Okay, so let's go. Alright, so now we have 5 heals, and we have a kind of a pseudo parry, and we're also level 5 in spear now, so we do more damage. Let's see how this goes. We were sitting on a lot of upgrades that I didn't use before I got on the boss. That's my bad. The set effects can be very strong. By the way, I don't even know what are the sets. Is that... Oh, we have one. 1 out of 3 increases damage dealt if 12 disciple skills are known. Okay. Increases damage dealt if 3 disciple skills are known. Increases stamina recovery speed during... Okay, so I don't know what that means. It's because we have 2 ways on, maybe? This is the way? How's the game difficulty been? Not too bad until right now. This boss has been a huge spike. I feel like we're doing a lot more damage. Well. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sorry, I'm not even mad. I just don't understand what just happened. Did it like it parried the first attack, then I launched myself back, and then she followed up and hit me again or something? I don't understand what just happened. Oh yeah, we're doing way more damage. Holy shit. Shit, okay. This is the run, it was not the run, no. I don't know how to use the fleetness thing though. It feels like a dead move right now. It doesn't stun the boss when you get it off, so you can't reliably get your counter. I guess you have to time it, know the animations, which isn't the worst thing in the world, just like that's difficult. Nice damage. Yeah, the damage increase is significant, yeah. I feel like we're doing like double damage. Why does she attack into the water sometimes instead of on the boss? It's kind of frustrating. Yeah, this move sucks. For this fight at least, it sucks. It's a shame. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. Wasn't there like a buff I got to that gave me like 2 stacks of fleetness or whatever afterwards? Like I don't understand the move. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't understand how it works. You have to like maybe you only use it at the end of a combo. It's like a finisher thing. You learn what's their last move and then you get to do it. But like the follow-up attack that you do is so slow. She's usually like ready with her next attack again anyway. So I don't know. Is it time for basic weapon buff? Maybe it is, yeah. Should we do it? Dare we do it? I don't even have basic weapon buff equipped. Yeah, see, that's the end of a combo there when she does that stomp, and it's still nothing. She's just so fast. Fuck. Okay, so she has 2 versions of the I'm charging water up from afar, and one has like a delayed reaction and one has like an instant reaction when it peaks, and I don't know the difference from where I'm seeing right now. She kicked the fuck out of you. Yeah, the kick is kind of wonky, although I haven't noticed anything bad about the kick for a while now. I'm just staying away from her. Did we go over here? Yeah, I remember we go over here. Amaze, amaze, amaze. What do you say? Like moths to the flame. They practice it. There's a guild of every single type of enemy in this game, and they all have their own slogan. That was this game, actually. Level design's pretty good. Combat's pretty good, too, but I'm not enjoying this boss. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Oh, I don't have... I thought I got a Sky Mite. Okay, here we go. What? It does damage? Okay, so you hit the button and you get to basically iframe through an attack, do damage to them, and then dodge away and then do a follow-up attack instead. So it's not really a parry, so that's why it's not working very well on the boss then, because you need to use it on certain moves. Okay, right now I don't like it, but maybe it'd be better later, I'm not sure. Like if there's a really big move that you know is coming and it's like and there's a window afterwards, you can use it to keep like a good flow state with dealing with it, I guess. Fuck. Really? That got me? Aw, fuck you and your kick. You know, I have very different experience with the boss. I use two-handed sword Sekiro style parry, and it's my favorite boss. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to go and see if it is better like that, but I'm worried I'm gonna forget what my spear loadout was here. Should we try it? Let's go try it. Fuck it. It did say to use deflection. Maybe it's better with deflection. Let's go try it. I think I can get her with the spear in maybe 10 more attempts. Like I feel like I'm pretty close. But let's try with the deflect and see how it goes. Okay, so I am resetting points. All resources used are going to be returned to you, and over the disposal will be available. Your equipment will be unequipped. You don't set. Okay, so we're doing that. Okay, so what are we doing? We're doing longsword or one-handed sword. Longsword? I think it was longsword that people said, right? Sword Saint. Okay, so longsword. Wind Force. You consume 1 stack of Skyborn Might to quickly strike with a charged heavy longsword attack. Okay. Sword Counter. Raise your blade to block the enemy's attack. Block at the perfect moment to deflect the attack instead. Deflect, blocking the enemy's weapon at the perfect time deflects the enemy's move. Okay, so there we go. So there's the parry. Okay, and we're going to put this on what? This one? Using Temperance to buff Poise Break makes the effect more potent. This one seems better. Okay. Amaze, amaze, amaze. Deflecting attacks with sword counter enables you to launch a counter attack. That seems important. Deflecting attacks with sword counter to expose their vulnerability even further. Also seems important. Crescent Moon. Slash this far close in. Okay, I don't think I want that. Alright, so let's just go all in on the parry. We also want to get Sword Mastery. Is there anything else we want down here? Third attack alone such that the combo gains Clash. Strike with speed and precision. Rapid strikes can knock most foes back. Okay. Don't care. Feathering. Fifth attack longsword light attack combo grants 2 seconds cover might have hits an enemy. Okay, well, we're not getting more than attack. Okay, third Clash on the third one might be pretty good to get. Okay, and we want to go up here, and we also want to get the healing, right? Okay, what else should we get? We have 6 more. Is there anything else important in this tree chat or no? Should we just get endurance, vitality? This is +5 vitality. That seems pretty good. And this is going to +4 strength, +5 strength. There we go. What's this one down here? Longsword mastery again. All right, so this is good. All right, let's see. Let's see how this goes. And then discipline we already did that one. And then benediction, we are using this longsword. And we don't know more than 3 disciple skills, unfortunately. Or do we? Or discipline skills, sorry. Counter move? I do know 3. Do I? I don't think I do. I guess we'll put it on anyway and see. I only know 2. Or does it count this one as well? I can't believe we have to restock. I can't believe this shit. LT, really? Not LB? LT is the pound. Okay. Alright. So let's go see how this works. We did not get our full heals. But is the sword upgraded now? Yeah, I think +4. We should have 5 heals still, right? Because we upgraded it all. Do you have any plans for like First Berserk Bizon in the future? Insanely fun combat system? Yeah, I'd like to. We almost played that instead of this game, but I went with this game instead. Do I regret my words and deeds? I don't know. Nice. Soon, my Souls-like Lars and the Ashes become just a fantasy stream game. The Souls-like Gambit. Saw earlier, it was pulled for 007 and 1 is plan to stream that game soon. Probably after this one, we'll do it. Oh, she got me. Okay, so that is like a completely different game. What? Told you? Did you? Oh yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I dislike that she can do a 2-sword combo and I can counter the first one and she's like, nah, I'm not done. And she just does the second attack even if you parry the first one. That seems kind of weird. I don't know what you're meant to do about that. Just learn which attacks are come in 2s and just don't do it? I'm not sure. I like that you can't parry certain attacks and you have to, and instead of it being a red thing, it's like, you know, just like it's when there's no weapon you can't parry it. That's neat. It's gonna trip me up a lot. Losing the cutscene?
Cloudfrost's edge. Descendant of the Eye lineage.
No, I'm straight, I swear.
Wuchang! Wuchang!
What if you weren't using the sword? You always have the sword in the cutscene. Reverence and key. Okay, so yeah, having the deflect changes the game completely. That's a very odd decision. Like getting a deflection interrupts her attacks a lot of the time and makes it so that you get free damage. It completely changes the game. Huh.
You are finally awake.
We did this already.
I brought you back here. You've been unconscious for days, and he has kept a vigil by your side. Your expedition to the palace. Fruitless, it would seem. I am truly sorry for putting you in harm's way. Guilt racks me. Here, a token of my apology. Now, I won't pry into
How
your
can you not
dealings,
love red eyes? Look at them, man.
But please, I urge you not to allow your condition to worsen. Years ago, I was tasked with crafting elixirs to
Do red
strengthen
contact
the
lenses
master of
even work
Snowfall
without a
Palace.
bright light shining
That
directly into your eyes
region
to
is rich in
show off the
red
color?
mercury ore, which they sought to use for the sake of longevity. Whether it can cure the feathering, well, that remains to be seen. I must tend to the patients here now. Should you
The glow-in-the-dark
uncover
lenses?
anything,
Are there glow-in-the-dark
please
lenses?
do share it with me.
Bless this endeavor and protect us from danger.
Oh, we missed pants. Would you consider bad design in the game seems to your sister build? Not bad design. That's too harsh. Just I don't know. Again, I really want to be like self-critical here, and I want to say that like that was doable with the spear. It was just beyond me. But switching to the sword and getting it down in 3 tries because every single time just because I pressed this button when I did an attack instead of this button meant that every single time I did that, I knocked her into a vulnerable state, and I got 1, sometimes even 2 hits, so I got like 400 free damage on her every single time. This sword looks cool, actually. Look at it moving. It just doesn't sit right with me. That's a strange design decision that this is just so much more powerful than this. And that this isn't on every single weapon. It's just strange. That said, again, like, the reason why we switch is because it said it right there on the tooltip that you should switch over. Like, you should have that, or you should have a clash or whatever. I'm not sure. You can do the same thing with the spear if you get your abilities of deflection right. But, like, we tried it with the spear's version, and it didn't work that way. It didn't stun her. Like, my problem with that fight was that it felt like it was way too hard to get safe openings to deal damage, and this just solved that problem by miles. Let's see how the combat is now with this on the sword.
You've got the look of a warrior. Are you here to battle the forces of evil? When Zhang Xinzhong ravaged Shu, he left nothing but death. Blood flowed like rivers. He's dead now. But Liu Wenshu took his body to Zhenwu Temple. No telling what they're planning. If you're heading that way, mind doing some digging for me? I'll be waiting here at the temple to learn what you uncover.
Could you put on cooler armor for me, Joe? What armor do you want?
You've finally awoken. Fortunate timing. I arrived just in time. It could have been far worse. While you were unconscious, you kept muttering Bai Yu's name. Are the memories starting to return? Take it slow, okay? Once the feathering is fully suppressed, your memory will come back. But tell me, how did you end up fighting that Imperial Guard? So, that which we sought was hidden beneath the palace after all. But that woman took it. We have to reclaim it. It could be the key to saving Bai Yu. I spoke with a Taoist. He saw her leading the Imperial Guards through the side gate of Reverent Temple. Behind that gate lies a cave with a passage that leads all the way to Cloudspire. It might be dangerous, but no doubt, that's where they're headed. You've just recovered. Don't strain yourself.
Effort blend brew.
Stay here. One more thing. For days, he's been...
Okay. Nice, he doesn't want to talk to us. Do we want to switch armor for real? Or what do we want to put on? You want to put the pirate one back on? Palace Maid's Garment. Well, this bodes well. Wow, okay then. Palace Maid's satin dress. Does it come with blood? Or is it a... What is... Oh, is she more feathered? Oh, shit. Ew, that looks really painful. That's not bad. Okay, so what do we want to put on? What's the best one that we can put on? This one is like better all around. That one's way better when it comes to slash mitigation. Is slash mitigation the most common one? I kind of like the heavy armor, to be honest with you. I'm gonna stick with the heavy armor. Okay, is there anything new to get here? I don't know. Someone in chat said that the spear one was also pretty good. I don't know. That wasn't my experience at all. I feel like unless you're talking about a different one that comes later. Where is it? Piercing spear. This didn't work very well at all. I don't know. Like this is a completely different mechanic compared to the deflection on the sword IMO. But maybe there's one later you get. Maybe you can put Spear Veil on a fucking sword, and maybe you can put Deflection on a spear. I don't know. Maybe it's more flexible than I realize, and I can put this move on whatever I want. It says sword counter. I'm not sure, but like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that right now. I think we want to go down here and get another longsword master at some point. We have one. Fifth attack on sword, light attack on against two swords whenever it hits an enemy. We also go here and unlock this one. Crescent Moon. I don't know what to do. Let's just go down here for this one. Okay, so I'm guessing that we got the key that opens the door to the left here.
Well, I'm here. The problem is how to get in.
Reverent Temple key used. There we go, cool. Oh, broke.
You've got guts walking around out there? Who turned back while you still can?
Any luck catching them killers, then?
Oh! Beyond this cave. Here. The road ahead is long, my friend.
Now get lost!
Amitabha, Amitabha. I love talking to NPCs through closed doors. It's my favorite thing. Hey Jerry, you finding the game? I don't know. I'm definitely enjoying it. It's definitely good. I don't know how good it is. The level design has definitely been a highlight so far. Level design has been really, really good. I heard good things about the world design. I didn't hear good things about the level design. So I'm surprised the level design is so good so far. I find it really interesting. The level variety hasn't been that great. I feel like we're in the same sort of area, but you know, that's hard to do, to be honest. Especially when it's trying to go for a grounded setting on Earth, right? But the world design has been interesting. More caves. Trying to find out where to put the decimal after the night. Yeah, exactly. It's like the Bethesda game or Nintendo game. And that just makes my job easier as a reviewer, which means I enjoy the game more. They're really great developers. Do we want to go down or up? Let's go up first. Sorry it took so long to kill that boss, by the way. That boss was very hard. Pretty easy once you get the deflect though, but that's also kind of hard to judge considering how much I had seen the fight before switching over to the deflect. I'm sad that we don't use the spear anymore though. I really like the spear. I wonder if I'm going to get enough red mercury that I can invest back into the spear and I can have like alternate version spear for some fights and then switch over to the sword for deflection when I need to. I also wonder if I can chain counters. Because there were sometimes I did a counter and it interrupted the attack, and other times it didn't. So if I counter again right after that, is there like a Sekiro string where I could have gone like counter, and then did it again? I'm not sure. Stab. Oh, that looks really nice. Is a church of aggressive primordial deity's wisdom. Are other flames here would neutralize that fight? You think so? Is it backstabbing? Does it? Backstab attacks recover a small amount of health. Oh yeah, it does have that effect on it. Backstab rejuvenation. Well, that's the benediction, isn't it? Random Web, I've been playing Tomb Raider 2013 sequels recently. I know you made videos in 2013 and Rise. Did you ever get the Shadows? And what were your thoughts? If so, I played it for a little bit. I don't think I finished it. Visually very, very pretty. I was enjoying it, but for some reason I don't think I stuck with it. I would love to go back and finish a video on that. Yeah, and complete the trilogy. Not really all that interested in the next game that they're doing. Those were fun videos to make. They don't take too long, and it's just nice to have something that doesn't like meander or have like too much to talk about on one topic. I really like it when a game, I don't know if this comes through in the videos actually, I really like it when a game has a decent amount of gameplay to talk about and story, and I can link the two of them together. When I do a video and it's just non-stop story or just non-stop gameplay, it can be kind of like, I like it when I can switch between the two of them, and those games are really good for that. Oh, the sword is really fast too. Should've trusted my instincts and stuck with the default weapon. Fuck. I think we might only stream for another half hour. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm kind of hungry. Oh, I'm deep. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay, the sword is just amazing. What? Get a pizza. I just ate pizza for the last 3 meals in a row because I ordered gluten-free pizza from the best pizza place in Moncton. And it doesn't seem right to me to order just one, so I got two. They only have medium gluten-free pizzas, so they were not big pizzas. So I had a bunch of pizza in a row, so I'm done with pizza, no more pizza. I do have stuff to make spaghetti, though. I made spaghetti last week. I got 2 meals out of it. I might just go to McDonald's. I don't think I want to cook after this. Last time I had McDonald's, though, was vile. The French fries had been, I don't know, it felt like the French fries had been cooked 4 times. I ate 3 of them, and then I'm like, I'm not, like, it's not worth the calories. Even the dog didn't want them. Well, this is taking a while. Interesting.
You're going to cross the bridge? I don't know if you're searching for someone or passing through, but you should leave here now. I'm from Hill's Watch. Bandits attack, taking any woman they could find. They favor the young and fair, but they won't hesitate to take married women either.
Subtitle was wrong there.
Leaving with something.
What's Streamer University?
I only managed to escape because my husband fought them off. Hill's Watch is just across the bridge. If that's where you're going, please look for my family.
What kind of bridge is this? This looks like a bridge that's been like smooth stone down from something that was already here. What?
So hungry.
Yeah, me too, bud.
So very hungry.
Don't slice your palm for blood sacrifice. Just do it on your forearm. What are you doing? Don't do it on your hand. Like, your hand is so sensitive. And...
I'm starving. Got any food to spare?
I do actually, yeah.
Smart. A widow runs things. Oh, the young. Why don't I put the headquarters are nearby? Why do the headquarters?
How many quests have we missed? It said if there was a silhouette of someone that you didn't do their quest yet. Oh. We've done all of them? Like accidentally we did it? Oh. Delusion grips, conviction burns, greed and folly take their turns. Breathless wails pierce through the night, lifeless forms devoid of light. Follow the course of destiny, challenge the threads of fate. I don't know what these are. Last time we did the top one, let's do the second one. Is this, like, your choice changes what's behind the door? It was loot last time. Now, whoa, what the fuck? Bridal veil, bridal corset, bridal shackles, bridal dress. Well, sorry. Bridal gown is so gross. Bridal shackles? Holy shit. Not a bad corset, actually. Good against magic and stuff like that. Okay. There we go. Just as Kojima intended. Balanced. Probably get more viewers if I keep it on like that. Of course, it's always look extremely uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah. Maybe there is a way to make them comfortable, but yeah, they do look very uncomfortable. England lost. Did they really? Does that mean they're out, or did they get another shot? Oh, there's a bridge. Or, sorry, ladder. Wait, what? Third place match for now? Okay, so what's the final going to be then? Spain versus Argentina? Yeah, both France and England don't have a chance at number one. That's good. All right, that's timeline. Hope Spain wins. I'm also rooting for Spain. I think Spain's gonna take it. Okay, so this is the way for sure. So this is a secret down here. So let's see what's down here. So it said martial attacks you can't parry. So I wonder if that if an enemy doesn't have a weapon, just no, parry's a no-go entirely. Maybe you're supposed to have like a parry weapon or a clash weapon, and then just a DPS weapon. Who are you? Has this game been nearly as difficult as FromSoft games so far? That's hard to answer. I would say yes overall, but it's very build dependent. But who knows? Maybe I was just really bad with the other build we were doing before. What is this like tinkling sound making me think of? One of those crystals in Dark Souls 1? Part of Seed's fortress or whatever? This is the way. Okay, let's go back the other way.
Who are you? Speak! A feathered one! With clear... For days, I trailed the monster. This here is a refugee camp life.
Okay, so is this the side area for a boss? Let's just use the right general who led the last host, vanquishing formidable foes on this very ground, shielding the descendants from shoe from harm. May these valiant spirits find eternal peace, their legacy etched in the annals of time. How long is 007 game, chat? Is it like is it 4 streams, 3 streams? My guess is that it's not that long. I'm gonna guess like 15 hours, or am I wrong and it's actually kind of meaty? 3 to 4? Okay. Excuse me, sorry. I feel better about streaming today than I did about yesterday, but I still think the stream has been kind of boring. Sorry about that. But I've had fewer moments this stream than yesterday's stream of like, I really, really like want to go, so. That's good, that bodes well. I don't know if I missed anything up there, sorry. Okay, so if you get the timing wrong, you can't like fish out a parry like you can in Sekiro. Although you can't always consistently fish out a parry in Sekiro either. Wow, the charm that's giving me health back when I kill something is really powerful. Streams are a nice background while I test APIs. Test APIs? Glad to have you back with the Joms. Don't know if maybe the energy field just isn't coming through, but the vibes have been good. It's really hard for me to judge, even in the best of times. Like there have been plenty of times where I've been streaming and I'm like, I'm not talking enough, I'm being too quiet, like I'm not engaging with stuff enough. And then I listen to the back of the stream, I'm like, oh no, I didn't shut up the whole entire time. Like it was fine. So like, you know, that's just the way it is. I really want the move that makes it so I can spend a Skyborn charge to get an instant charged heavy. I think that's a good one to have. All right, where are we going? It's just the way it is. Why purple arm? Why arm purple? Is arm purple because we're full on sky chargers? That's where we came from. Uh-oh. Okay, so where is that one that I said where it gives you a free? You consume 1 stack of silver by 2 construct with charge very long. Oh, we already have it. Oh. Well, aren't I stupid then? Okay, it didn't feel like we had it. Man, we're really not engaging with the temperance thing. I'm sorry. We used it once. that is basic weapon, but all these acupoints and acupuncture bullshit are like, I don't know. All right, so this is a whole other area that we just found. Battlefield Pass. Damn. I thought there was going to be a boss here. Okay, this feels like to be summoned by somebody. Yeah, they are for sure. Who are they being summoned by? Dude up there, okay. This feels like an Expedition 33 level. Visually. On God. Ayel was adorable. Down? It go down? So everyone did Joe plays Call of Duty and chat goes, he can't tell when this one the character pulls in a knife. Playing through all the Call of Duty game campaigns would actually be a really interesting time for me because I played all the Call of Duties up to Modern Warfare 1 or 2. I can't remember. I haven't played a Black Ops. I didn't play any others. And I enjoyed the campaigns in those games. I thought they were pretty good. I would be curious to see exactly how they've changed over the years. But that's like very far in the future, and who knows what's going to happen. The most important one this year is to finally play a Grand Theft Auto. I've never played a Grand Theft Auto before. So starting with, is it 6 or 5? It's 6, right? Starting with 6 is going to be interesting. Apparently it's going to be a life-changing experience. Quit at 4 was the last straw. What happens in 4? Am I meant to be here? Is this a side area? Because it felt like we had to go to the village, and now suddenly we're here in Battlefield. Oh shit! Oh shit! My weep, how do we get to you? Maybe we go down to go up. Sometimes you gotta go down to go up. You do go down to go up. Oh shit. Okay, so this is very much like Dark Souls Catacombs right now. Thank you for the bits. I just saw bits in the chat. Thank you for the bits. Thank you to anyone else who gave bits or subs or resubbed or gifted subs. Thank you. I'm not reading them currently. Sorry, but I appreciate it all the same. I'll probably keep it in the title for a while longer. Okay, now what? This is the first stream in this game I've seen. Have I missed the Poison Swamp? You have, actually. Yes, you missed the Poison Swamp. Okay, I'm all turned around. Where did we come from? Yeah, we came from here. All right, so is there something down to the side? Guess we dodged it. Cucumbers, no. Cucumbers, no. Cucumbers, no. No. Cucumbers, no. Let's go down here next and finish this exploring here first. There's nothing else up here, right? You just went up to the roof? Yes. Does the surge have a poison swamp? Alright, nice skull collection, my dweeb. I thought you launched yourself up with this one. No? It's not. Whoa. Ow. What? Oh, it's in his stomach. And oh, he's a big person. Okay. Ouch. He's not gonna be in Wuchang too. Uh-oh. Wait, were you the one summoning me? Because you don't have a banner. Like, oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, hold on. The axe. Get us up. Boo! 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 Were you saying boo or boo earns? I was saying boo earns. Okay, so there was a secret way down here the whole entire time. Alright, let's go back the other way and grab that item. That was the most powerful weapon in the game. You miss? I know, I believe it. Could be a throwing dagger. Lantern fruit. Ooh. Okay, is this a swamp? It's a blood swamp. Kind of swampy. It's swamps giving. Steam bunny bun. Oh wow, look at this. What the fuck? These levels are huge. Okay, is this the way, or is this another side area? I'm so overwhelmed again. That's cool. Alright, let's burst this guy down. Red feather, cool. Let's go back down and see the other area, because this looks like a big area going forward. it wouldn't give us 2 big areas to explore, right? Right? Ah, good thing we came back. There's a God of War chest over here. Okay. So is it going to be another healing upgrade or what? Lost Remains. All right, cool. Did you ever go back and finish exploring the starting areas, Lameo? No, I didn't. No. There's so many areas I didn't finish exploring. Maybe we're down like a heal or 2 as well. Remember Jedi Survivor? We were down a heal the whole entire game? Or was it Fallen Order? Fallen Order, we were down a heal the whole entire game. We need to make a 3rd one of those. I like those games. Vitality Force. Need to go on an apology tour for the Jedi games. Forgive my folly, Lord. I allow my dearest friend to fall into temptation. Forgive my violence against my kin, a sin most grievous. Lord Christ, thou who reignest eternal with the Father and the Holy Spirit, hear our prayer. Amen. Medicine case. Oh, wow. That looks really nice, huh? Artist slaved away at that for me to just look at it in 2 seconds, say it looks good, and move on. Video games. And then Bill Gates fired them all. Think Jedi devs have nightmares of you? I don't think so. I think they probably appreciate what I did. They find it funny. Well, appreciate might be the wrong word. They find humor in what I did. In what we did. The quick way, yeah. If I was at Streamer University, that's why I would be talking about, yeah, a whole course on the Streamer way, with a break in the middle of it to talk about the importance of piss breaks, so the pun holds true.
I came through the pass, and as I approached the forest, the illusions intensified. The monster must be hiding within.
Okay.
My long search has finally come to an end, and now my soul may find solace. You possess great strength. Should I fall prey to bewitchment? Stop. Excellent. Make your prep.
Is it boss time? Did I stream up a new sentence page or students to maybe get a 3rd one? I think they are going to make a 3rd game. I think that it has trilogy instead of duology vibes, but I do worry about not being able to get lightning to strike a 3rd time. Do you have a clap? Nope. Put your hands together if you want to clap. See, this forest feels very different from the forest we were in earlier, and I appreciate that. I like this right now. The vibes here are really good. Resident Evil Prime 3, I'm kind of disappointment out of the first 2. Really? I really liked Corruption, but that's the only game that I've ever played. In terms of level design and being a traditional Metroid game, I agree. It wasn't as good as 1 and 2. Echoes was really good. But Corruption is the only game until I got the VR headset that I thought motion controls actually added to the experience for me. I enjoyed the shooting in that game. Yeah, what's the best one? The first one? Echoes? I thought Echoes was like the black sheep of that series and people didn't like it as much, but I enjoyed Echoes. Did you play the 4th one? No, chat told me it was bad, so I didn't. I listened to chat. Chug, 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 chug. Okay, we're about due to stop, but I would like to see the boss if there is one. fuck are you?
Magalhães. I've come all the way from Portugal to spread the word of our Lord.
Well, it's not about football, that's
I
for sure.
journeyed here with another missionary, Bulio. But he lost his way. He held a belief that if you happen up Allah, oh, please, Allah. Allah.
Hola. Hola. Your ass. Oh, is this like another hub? I thought there was gonna be a boss here. Maybe we have to go back down to the bridge and use and go down there and use the ladder. Visit their career page and response time for the Jedi team, including collision engineer. Also, the third is on the way. I could be the collision engineer. I'm really good at finding places where the collision doesn't work.
Oh, well, if it ain't the little lady herself. Let me guess. You heard? If you do find something valuable, don't forget your old pal.
Skyborn, Vigor, Flying, Golden Bandit robes.
Come back soon, you hear?
Yeah, this is another hub.
Ah, my friend.
Big Vlad?
It's been a long time since we last met.
It's been 10 minutes. Oh no, we were unconscious for days. That's true. It has been a while.
What treasures do you have for me today?
I have no treasures.
Let me make an assessment.
Some may call this trash. I call them treasures. If I go back down to Geralt, will I find a boss, or is the boss of what the fuck? This was the way because we got the hub. What the fuck? We went the right way accidentally. Shit. Finish dispatches so you can stream that now. Yeah, we do need to do dispatch, don't we? Said we were gonna do that. I don't know if dispatch is a good idea right now. Heavy Ashen vibes. It is like part of Ashen, isn't it? Yeah. The music is nice here too. Alright, is there a boss down here? This looks like a boss trail to me. Don't curse me with fingers in his ass playing in my mind for the next 3 days. I'm begging. Hey, I'm not even saying the lyrics. It's just Asgore. It's not my fault if that's what you're hearing. What is that? What is this arena right now? Uh-oh. I don't know if parry wasn't working or if I just couldn't see. That is a very large enemy. That looks cool. This is my ideal man height. Okay, let's go down and try one more time. Oh, it's really far away. Let's go down and try one more time and then we'll call it because it's like it's past 7 o'clock. And the Europeans hate it when I stream past 7. Were we ending at 6 before? We were, weren't we? Aren't we already an hour over schedule? 6 was the end time before, wasn't it? Tattered paper. Can't wait for the Deltarune playthrough in 2027 when it's all done. Yeah, I can wait. 6 your time? Yeah, it's just past 7 my time right now. 6, 7. This area looks amazing. think I deflected there. Oh, what the... Okay, so I am able to get a deflection off. It just doesn't stun him. So I do get my counter. Okay, so there's going to be some moves and chains or strings that you can deflect multiple times in a row, and then you have to pick when it's safe to get your counter there on it. Okay, interesting. I wonder if deflecting without doing the counter, I wonder if it does posture damage to the enemy or whatever. That guy is really cool looking, but very hard to read. Interesting enemy design. Okay, I'm pretty tired actually, so it's good. All right, good place to stop. I'm tired, I'm hungry. We streamed for 4 hours. It went pretty well. All right, today's a success. We'll take wins when we get them. Anyway, that's it for me, chat. Is there anyone from the community that's live? I will probably be back tomorrow to play some more of this. I don't think there's any chance that we're going to be finishing this week, but maybe we'll just play it every single day until we're done to get it done, because I'm very much enjoying the distraction of streaming at the moment, so, and I feel productive at the same time, so that's good. I think we'll do that. Smoker the White is live with Deltarune. Okay. Raid, Smoker, the White. So I will almost certainly be back tomorrow at usual start time for more of this, and we'll see how it goes. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you again to anyone who gave bits or subs or gift subs. Thank you very much. And yep, apologies for the weird era that we're in. For those of you who rely on these for like background noise and everything like that. Yep, but that's how it is at the moment. I'll see you later. Pushing right through.